Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Thursday, January the 2nd, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out. I give different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas that were there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. If you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome. The great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Alright, first things first, I apologize for the lateness of the video. I'm working my 12-hour day shift today. I appreciate everyone's patience and support on these days. Now, of course, we are in the last few days remaining on the Festive Scorched event. Bethesda had deactivated the Festive Scorched about a week and a half ago or so, and but we can still find the odd Festive Scorched in around the wasteland, so just kind of keep an eye on them. I don't know if they'll give you a gift or not, but if you are still going after the festive gifts, of course, you can select your Collectron or have the Finitron set for gifts. And we can craft our own festive gifts using the free stack of gift wrap that we get in the Atomic Shop. And of course, we'll go over that at the end of the video if you so wish. If you take a note at the top right hand corner of the screen, and if you notice I have a little bit more score going on than you, I do have a 25% boost going on. And I get that 25% right off the current Season 19 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, another 10%. And you can get that by being a Fallout First member, or if you pay the 1,500 atoms for the season pass. Okay, let's take a look here. Take a look at this one here first. Gain XP 2,500. Now, this one here is very easy to do. You can go ahead and start crafting things if you so wish. You can go ahead and kill as many enemies as you want. And again, it won't take long to get 2,500 XP. If you do want to speed it up along, of course, we can use lunch boxes. And lunch boxes will be under the item and then the aid section. I believe there are 4 lunch boxes that will stack. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, if you do not have lunch boxes and you're fairly new to the game, you can always join a public event on the map. And usually there are several higher level people, especially if you're on a public server. And a lot of people will use lunch boxes, and just with you being in the area, you'll gain the effects of the lunch boxes. And we can also buy lunch boxes in the Atomic Shop. And I'm just showing you this just to show you that they are available here. They'll be down here in the utility section. Sometimes they do go on sale. All right. We can also check the featured section under special free special offers. Now, every day we do get a free item here, and I highly recommend to people, if you do plan on playing, at least take, a minute or two out, check the shop and claim your free item. And today just happens to be a free lunchbox, which is pretty awesome. And we can also buy free lunchboxes on the season pass. Of course, we have to use tickets for that. So just an FYI, a couple ways you can do it. Another thing you can do is you can join a team. You go social, or you can create your own team if you so wish and wait for other people to join. Or you can join a team. I highly recommend you do events, daily ops, casual, raids, and expeditions. Of course, you have to, there's an expectation there, but most people will go casual or events. And even this one here, it says casual bonus intelligence, that will always give you a little bit of XP. And of course, if you eat anything, any kind of recipe that involves cranberries, you get a little bit of XP there as well. All right, so we do get that one tracked, so we will kind of keep an eye out for that as we kind of go along here. Again, you can craft stuff and you'll also get XP there as well. Okay, let's take a look at the next one here. Scrap junk to produce wood 10. So the best way to complete this is, of course, using the bulk and scrap method. Of course, if you do pick up armor, you pick up weapons from various enemies in around the wasteland, and you scrap them, that's a good way to get wood also. Now, just keep in mind that the weapon and armor drops from killing enemies have been significantly been reduced since the update we got on December 3rd, so just going to keep that in mind. But again, if you go around anywhere in around the forest area, most regions will have down trees, but the forest area I find has the most. And even if you come here to the Wayward, make your way across the stream, go down towards Flatwoods, work your way back across the stream again, go back up the Wayward, you'll get all kinds of wood just along the stream alone. Right over here in Helvetia, we do have the yellow house on the corner of the main street. And out behind the yellow house is a nice little stockpile of wood. Probably one of the best stockpiles of wood is right up here at the Prickett's Fort. All kinds of wood up there, nice, neutral, easy area for everyone. And there's tons and tons of wood just sitting there. Pretty good spot. And again, when you harvest your wood, you can go ahead and use the balking and scrap method. And that's what I usually recommend, but most people will have wood on them anyway. And again, if you are gathering wood, there is a perk card that will help you out. It is under luck. And it is called Woodchucker. Like twice as much when harvesting wood. So when you harvest wood, you get 2, 6, or 8. Okay, 2, 4, 6, or 8. And with this particular perk card, you'll get double those results. Okay, so it's pretty awesome. And especially if you're looking to modify or build a new camp, it's always good to have lots of wood at you, okay? Just an FYI. And as you can see, when you gather wood, top left, take a look at that, we got 8 scraps there, right? So it shouldn't take long to get the wood that you need to use the bulk and scrap method. Let's go to our Tinker's Workbench here. We're going to go craft. We're going to go down to bulk. We're going to go all the way to the bottom here. Bulk wood, so to bulk 1 wood, you need 2 plastic and 30 wood scraps. Let's go ahead and bulk just 1. Right, and get some XP at the same time. Let's go ahead and back out. And we are going to scrap. Let's scrap the bulk wood we just crafted. Done. Scrap done to produce wood 10 for 10 again. Hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to do most of these bulking and scrap method here at the Tinker's Workbench. Now, not every junk item we can do that with, but the vast majority of them we can. Alright, what's next here? Let's go ahead and collect some soap too. So soap is a pretty good location we can find in most bathrooms. Okay, ghouls are a good source of soap as well, believe it or not. So we can find some a bunch of ghouls here just west of Vault 76 in the upper lower parking lot. Right up here in Clarksburg, the lower section. Make your way over here to the Clarksburg Shooting Club. Again, 50% chance you'll find a bunch of ghouls here. Sometimes there's just rad roaches, just going to keep that in mind. Right inside the Eastern Regional Penitentiary is a pretty good spot. There's lots of bathrooms, lots of ghouls. Just wandering the roads of Morgantown here, every other block and a half, you'll come across a little patch of ghouls, like 4 to 6. Again, great way to get some soap and even gold and silver at the same time. And as I mentioned, most bathrooms, train stations will find bathrooms. A pretty good spot is actually right down here in Fort Defiance, another great spot where there's many ghouls, there's lots of bathrooms and such, and lots of good places to find soap. One of the best places to find soap is, of course, right over here. It is due south of the New River Gorge Bridge East, so let's spawn over here today. Now, I usually showcase this one the most because it is hands down probably one of the best spots, and it's nice and easy for everyone to get at all levels. So as soon as you spawn here, we're going to go directly south, alright? And we're going to go head right towards that power antenna pylon, whatever you want to call it. Now, if you don't have a jetpack, I recommend you be very careful coming down here because you can easily kill yourself if you're not careful. Now, the main thing you gotta remember here is there is a bathtub with a skeleton in it, and most people who've been playing the game for a reasonable amount of time knows about this area. So if you are stuck on a server with other people, there is a good chance that this bathtub could be empty because somebody got here before you, okay? And if you've been here recently and you picked up all the soap, you'll have to reset your game by picking up 250 or 255 items, so just keep that in mind also. And there's usually a couple of enemies that will show up. It's totally random, of course, but just be on the lookout for that. And as you can see, I think there's 23 soap in here altogether. But it's a pretty good spot, but you will... Oh. We got some robots here today. gaining some XP at the same time, as you can see there. Alright, cool. Alright, what is next? Let's go ahead and kill a mole miner 10. Many great spots we can find mole miners in around the wasteland. Right up here we have good old Monadga. On a good day, on a good server, we can find anywhere from 12 to 19. Probably 3 to 4 up here in Monadga Mine. A really good spot here is the Black Water Mine on the inside and outside. It's like tons of them. Tons of them over there. Of course, right down here in the ash heap, we have Welsh. This is probably one of the most popular places to go. If you do, on your server, come across an event called Breach and Clear, of course, they'll be popping up on these Hornwright testing sites here, okay? Here on the map. And when this event pops up again, all kinds of mole miners. There's usually a couple of mole rats at the same time, so it's a really good spot. All kinds of great options for us. So let's pop up here to good old Monadga. I believe we went to Welsh there just the other day, so let's pop over to Monadga and we'll try it out. And I try to give you guys as many options as possible as I can think of, and more so for the folks that are kind of stuck on public servers with other people. And that way, because we can go to these places. I know there's been a couple servers I've been on in the past when I didn't have Fallout First, and these areas be cleaned right out on like server back-to-back servers. All right, so that's why I try to give you guys as many options as possible. Now, if you have a couple grenades, you know, by all means use them. They're only going to help you. At the same time, we'll get some XP by killing these guys. You'll see that kind of pop up at the same time. And even collecting junk off these guys, right? There'll be some junk that you get, well, it will give you some wood, like that wood scrap, steel scrap, etc. Holy. Lots of recoil on this guy. Again, if you have a couple grenades, you can always do it that way too. You don't have to use VATS. You know, you don't have to use, you know, go through your ammo. It can be anything at all. So pick up some rounds at the same time, right? There we go. Here's our gain XP, 2,500 for 2,500. Oh, someone behind me? Oh. There's our mole miners, I believe. Where is this guy? Oh, he's up there. He's hiding up here. Behind the fence. Yeah, they fall apart like that. Isn't that awesome? Just pick these rounds and caps up. Get some bubble gum on them at the same time. Nice. Look at that bunch of cutting boards there. As you can see, the cutting boards, you see the item stats in the middle too. Yeah, so that's one thing that's good, I guess, about the update. We are getting a lot more junk than we ever used to off these enemies, and a lot of times you can satisfy these daily, weekly challenges for scrapping objects, scrapping junk, just by going after a bunch of enemies. You can also satisfy it that way because they drop so much junk now. It's pretty easy to get ahead. All right, so that's always another option you guys can do too. All right, let's next here. Kill a Snallygaster 3. Okay, good stuff. Now we can find some Snallygasters in many great spots in around the wasteland. Right up here, Kitty Quarter Cabins. Again, this is not a 100% guaranteed spawn rate. It is 50%, so it goes in between Snallygasters or Rat Scorpions. Depends on the server that you're on. So just gonna keep that in mind. Right down here in good old Charleston, there's two of them down here, so there'll be one right where you spawn in by the bridge. Then you have to work your way down towards the Charleston Capitol building, the DMV building, and there'll be one down there. And in terms of Snallygasters go, those guys will probably be the easiest to go after. Of course, we have the triplets right up here at the ArtisticallyArranged Meet and Go. There's 3 of them up here, and usually 1 or 2 of them are usually glowing. And we have good old flooded train yard here. Again, it's a little bit higher level area, but I have been here with my lower level character a couple of times and had no issue. And there's usually at least 6 of them down here, guaranteed. It's a pretty good spot. It's a pretty good time as well. Alright, so we do need 3 of these bad boys, so let's go ahead and we'll try out kitty corner cabins and see what we get here on this server. Again, it's only 50% chance up here. We'll try it out.
This is Grafton's mayor speaking to anyone who can hear me. Can anyone hear me? Hello? As I was saying, the curator at
Get up on here.
has made an archaeological discovery. He needs your help. Seems he dug up another soldier. He needs a proper burial at the battlefield cemetery.
Oh, so there's rat scorpion over there. So there's rat scorpions here, as you can see there, okay? So we get the other 50% chance. Alright, so let's go ahead here. Let's go to the flooded train yard. I don't want to go after the triplets because I don't have the right weapon. They're going to demolish me. So we're going to go down here to the flooded train yard. These guys down here are a little bit more spread apart as compared to the triplets who are at the ArtisticallyArranged Meet and Go. It's like a very small area, and they're all right next to each other. So they can easily overtake you if you don't have the right weapon. Just my experience. Look at that picture there. There's old Santa Jim. Alright, flooded train yard it is. Let's go ahead here. Usually there's one like right here in the roadway. It's so odd. Oh, my fresh out. A shot of Molotovs, Jimmy boy. Just gotta be careful as you can get a lot of rads here. Oh, geez, missed it. Look at this guy on his hind legs. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Missed. There we go. The Snallygaster 3 for 3 done. Just like that. See what he's got on him. And again, this place, there'll be 6 of them here. Just don't forget your asbestos when you're collecting out these guys. There'll be 3 of them here, alright? So just be on the lookout. And they're kind of sneaky, those Snallygasters. They're real sneaky. I don't even know where the other guys even went. There's one guy's down here. I'm gonna get a bunch of rads off him. There we go. Good way to get some waste acid too from Snallygasters. Alright, what's next here? Eat a plant-based meal 10. Okay, so again, we talk about this all the time on the channel. Even if you're a carnivore mutation, you can still complete this daily challenge. It's not a daily challenge that you have to re-roll or waste a re-roll on, okay? And very similar if you're a herbivore mutation, and we get the daily challenge of eat a meat-based meal. They're just daily challenges, and they're going to count, okay? So plant-based meal, again, when you do harvest crops like corn, razor grain, etc., you will learn a recipe automatically as soon as you harvest that corn. So if you harvest corn, you'll automatically learn corn soup. If you harvest razor grain, you automatically learn razor grain soup and razor grain flour, etc. The list just goes on. Okay, and it's just an FYI. So plant-based meals, you know, corn, razor grain, etc. Pretty good spot up here, Aaronhold Homestead. We have Cobbleton Farm. Lots of corn down here by Silva Homestead. Lots of razor grain down here by Billings Homestead. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, we have that little red barn. Now, not a huge patch, but we do have corn and razor grain down there. Right behind the General Steakhouse, nice little patch behind there. And right along this little road here, there's a bunch of unmarked farms, and there's usually like a random encounter that happens down there where you'll find enemies fighting other enemies, just an FYI. And if you happen to have plants in your camp, definitely, I always highly recommend having corn and razor grain, at least a couple in your camp. And you can always save it that way. And even if you have multiple camps, you can have like one camp dedicated just for like plants, basically, if you so wish. Not only just for carnivore, but a huge bonus if you're a herbivore. And I'm sure most of you who are herbivores have a lot of plants in your camp. But really, it just saves you a lot of time having it in your camp so you don't have to run around the map and do the stuff, ideally. But again, plants do take up a little bit of the camp budget, so you always got to keep that in mind. So we've been going to Cobbleton Farm, Silva Homestead, Billings Homestead lately. So let's pop over there to Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, and we'll go around to that little red barn around the corner under the overpass. All right, so Big Al Tattoo Parlor. We're going to go take it west here. There's going to be a couple of ghouls that's going to poke their heads up here. All right, let's see what these guys got on them. There's a bunch of silver, a bunch of lighters, nice. I was hoping one of them would have soap on them, just to show you that. But you guys who, I always kind of bring it up when I see it. Love how they kind of fall apart like that, just love it. All right, so there's our little red barn, and here's the overpass. You almost stepped on a nail there. Jeez. All right, so when you are harvesting crops, yeah, I'm losing it. There's a perk card that'll help you out under perception. It is called Green Thumb. Read twice as much when harvesting flora. So instead of one, you pick up two. Okay. Now you don't have to have it equipped like me. You can have it down here in your back pocket. Have something else here instead. But it's not a card you throw out, even if you're a carnivore. If you do daily, weekly challenges, it is a huge, huge time saver. It is a huge benefit having that card, right? Let's pick up our corn here, and we also have razor grain. So again, if you are brand spanking new to the game and you're watching this, basically, as soon as you pick up that corn, you learn corn soup automatically. As soon as you pick up that razor grain, boom, you learn razor grain soup. All right, FYI. That's the thing with these daily weekly challenges. A lot of the recipes that are required, a lot of them we just automatically learn. They're not recipes we have to go buy or find in the wasteland. We automatically learn them. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot here to pick from, but you know, just enough. Just enough. There's a few more plants over there that we can get. All right, so we do have quite a bit on us. So let's head back to our camp. You can go anywhere where there's a cooking station. You can go to another player's camp if you so wish. You can go to a train station, what have you, and then cook it up. But it has to be a plant-based meal, okay? It can't be just raw vegetable, all right? Because we do get those daily challenges too. All right, let's head inside here. Now, I believe I have enough boiled water on me. If I could find my cooking station. Where is my cooking station? Oh, it's right here, right next to that there. Jeez, it's kind of mixed right in there, isn't it, Jim? Did a good job there, butts. Let's go all food. All right, so corn soup, as you can see, simple recipe. Let's go ahead and just craft 5 of them here. There's razor grain soup. Craft 5 of those bad boys. Nice. All right. So we have our plant-based meals. We're going to go under stats and effects just to show you that I am a carnivore. Right there, carnivore mutation. And we're going to go back to item section. We're going to eat this stuff up. Let's eat this razor grain soup. Eat this corn soup. Done. Complete it. Eat a plant-based meal, 10 for 10. Just like that. And very similar if you're herbivore mutation. When you get the eat a meat-based meal daily challenges, you don't even bother wasting a reroll. Just complete them, okay? You're just wasting a reroll. They're easy to do. All right, what is next? I think we got one left here. Yep. Is it a best build camp 1? Okay, so I am on a server by myself here. And, you know, but we can get best build camps on private servers, so it does happen quite often, but usually when I'm looking, I'll never find one. But we'll still take a look around, because you just never know. I don't see one here. All right, let's go ahead here. We are going to go to a public server with other people. Someone brought up a good point about this actually a couple months ago. If you join a public server, you don't see a best build. It's a good indication that server is fairly new, okay? And it was a really good point, and it's always a suggestion that I always kind of make in the video since I read it, because it is a really good point and tip that if you get on a server, you don't find a best build, which has happened to us in the past, that means that server is like fairly new, okay? So you may have to server hop. Don't waste too much time in that server. So let's take a look here for a best build camera. Okay, we got one right over here. Nice. All right, let's go ahead. We're just going to fast travel to it. It's fine. Now, if you don't have a whole lot of caps, you can always utilize the free fast travels in game. So just kind of keep that in mind. You save yourself a little bit of caps. Save yourself a lot of walking. Okay. All right, so here we are. We just got to visit a best build camp. So let's go ahead here, and we're just going to walk up to it. Here we go. This is the best built camp. 1 for 1. Done. It's a nice spot here. Wow, this is really nice. Right on. Okay. Oh, look at this little fella here. Huh. Look at that. That's pretty cute. Wish I had that, actually. All right, let's take a look here. We are done. Nice and easy one here today. Let's go ahead. We're going to head back to our camp. And from here, we're going to go over the festive gifts. If you wish to keep on watching, then by all means, happy to have you. But if you're just here for the daily challenges, then I appreciate you watching. Okay, so as we all know, the Bethesda have deactivated the Festive Scorched here in the game about a little bit more than a week and a half ago. Just because they weren't dropping the gifts. So we can collect from our Sanitron Collectron station, which was offered the last 2 weeks. It's not offered anymore in the Atomic Shop. But of course, you would go to our build menu here in your camp. You go down to the resource section here. Right here. And this is what it looks like right here. This is the Sanitron Collectron station. Now, he collects gifts, but he will also collect junk. Right? Don't think that he only collects gifts, or just an FYI. Now, if you're a person like myself that has multiple Collectron stations available to them, okay? You don't have to scrap the one that you have in your camp. All you do, just go to the little terminal and just make sure you select festive gifts, okay? So right now I have a set for festive gifts. Now I can set it to any one of these that I have available to me, but we just have a set for festive gifts, okay? So let's see what he's got there. So he's going to get one small holiday gift on him and a bunch of other stuff. So let's grab this stuff here. And again, always remember that this is random, okay? There is a possibility that you might not get any festive gifts from your Collectron. So just an FYI. So a lot of people, if you have multiple camps, a lot of people have been putting these Collectrons in their each and every one of their camps and have it set for holiday gifts. So they've been collecting more holiday gifts that way. And they've also been claiming workshops, and you can, you know, build one of these guys in each workshop. And again, just don't forget to lock it, okay? Because I'm sure people will take them out, okay, if they see it. Just an FYI. All right, so the festive gifts that we get from this Collectron are the same gifts that we would have gotten from the Festive Scorched. All right, let's head back to the Atomic Shop here. And we're going to claim our free stack of gift wrap. Again, tomorrow, Friday, will be the last day for it, I believe. That's what Bethesda's promised us. Feature section, special free special offers. Oh, it's not even here. What? What is today? Yeah, today's the 2nd, Jim. You're not losing your mind. Let's go down here to utility. Well, they took it away. They took it away. That is interesting. I'm pretty sure they said the 3rd. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe someone can confirm that for me just to be sure. But I'm pretty sure it is the 3rd. Okay. Well, is what it is, I guess. Actually, let's check this out. I'm kind of curious now. Let's go to this train station to see if they have gift wrap in here. I'm curious. Yeah, because I remember going over this with everyone in that video I made a week and a half ago, and it said January the 3rd, Friday, 2025. Huh. Let's go trade. Let's go under miscellaneous here. What do you got there, buddy boy? Nope, it's even out of the train stations. Okay. Well, that's that then. There goes that. All right. Well, let's open this lone festive gift we got here. And again, when you open up holiday gifts, you do get ammo. And if you're either short on ammo, or instead of getting random ammo, okay, highly recommend that you have equipped the weapon that takes that ammo that you want. So that way there, when you open the gift, that's the ammo that you get, okay? And so what I mean by equip, so see how I equip these binoculars? I'm equipping the weapon, so you just can't... Now, it's not good enough just to have the weapon on you. You must have it equipped. So when you draw your weapon, it's in your hand like this, but you don't have to have it drawn when you open the gift. So looks like this is the last time we're going over this. That's fine with me, I guess. Let's go ahead. We're going to open up this last gift here. Toy card. I love it. 45 rounds. Okay. New River Ale added. Perfect. All right. Love it. Love it. Okay. Yeah, let me know in the comments. I'm sure that, you know, I am crazy, but most days, but I'm pretty sure they said January the 3rd. Anywho. There you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you get the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ghost, Primus, Corne van Niekerk, Ben, Durant. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day. A little bit shorter of a video, poo. Why not?